Meet Mindy, a hunchback, claw-handed, and second eyelid dawning model that paints the way the human body could change due to the effects of modern technology. Humans may evolve to have deformed bodies, a second eyelid, from overusing technology. Hunched back, clawed hands, and second eyelids could be common features of human anatomy in the future, a recent computer model reveals. The shocking, hopefully tongue-in-cheek report warns that overusing technology could somehow steer human evolution in a direction that leaves people looking deformed compared to what we considered normal today. Now, it's pretty apparent that evolutionists are the ones who are probably behind this theory here. We know life comes from God, and God creates man the way He created man. But I can see that, there are some things here that can be a concern. You have a hunchback, arched back and neck. I mean, you can get like this if you're constantly on a desk and you're not in proper posture and you're not, sitting in a correct manner to align things. Yeah, you can have a hunchback and arched back and neck. Second eyelid, I don't think so. I don't think you can just develop a second eyelid. You can certainly have, I'd probably say, a type of blindness or strained eye if you're not looking away at intervals and you're not strengthening your eyes. You can have strain in your eyes and you can see things. I mean, it's happened to me. Prolonged use of reading online articles and things of that nature can cause you to see things in a blurry way. It can diminish your sight in a sense. You have to get off of the computer. You have to allow your eyes to see things in reality in life, to focus in and out, to look at different environments, to get outdoors and to see just life and reality. That'll strengthen the eyes. That'll put them back in their proper environment. So yes, I can see issues with the eyes. I don't know about a second eyelid. I doubt a second eyelid. Clawed hands. Well, I don't know about clawed hands either, but I would assume that the people who text a lot and they do a lot of texting with one hand, and some of the teenagers, I mean, they can shoot off words and sentences and paragraphs, so quickly. They can do it all with one hand. So there's a type of strength in one hand to where they have developed their fingers and their thumbs to be so coordinated that they can tap the screen and type out words. So yeah, something with the hands, but I don't know about a text claw. Thicker skull and smaller brain. I do believe that people are reading a lot less, like books. They're going to the library a lot less. Libraries are pretty much emptied parking lots nowadays. I remember when I was a kid growing up, I loved to be dropped off at the library just to read things, poetry, read books, and just go up and down the aisles and just read books or read magazines or just sit down there. You can stay there for hours. But I don't know if that's taking place anymore. A lot of that is pretty much gone. So I don't know about decreasing the size of the brain though, but 90-degree elbow. Yeah, I can see that with many people who are on the computer, office workers. Posture is going down. It's not about straight posture anymore. People are slouching more than ever. I remember if I was slouching as a kid, I would be told immediately, hey, straighten your back or sit up straight or get your elbows off the dinner table. There was etiquette. But now it's just everyone just slouching around, and I'm guilty of it myself at times, and we can develop bad posture because we're on the computer so much. Tech neck. Now, yeah, I can see this. I can see this being an issue. People's neck is like positioned in a downward manner. And you see here her neck, she's like looking down, like she's looking at a computer screen or she's looking at her cell phone. And people, yeah, there may be a possibility that humans could be walking like this in the future. I remember Judge Judy would say that she sees the future humans as having oversized thumbs because they text so much with their thumbs. I mean, it's superstition, it's fantasy, but I could understand the concern that people have gone out of correct posture. They're leaning forward a lot. They're slouching. They're developing their right hand, probably more than their left, because I would assume that you're texting and using the phone with the hand, your dominant hand. So we just have to have a balance. The Bible says to have a balance, to be in moderation, and we shouldn't be idolizing technology and be on our phone constantly. Now they want us to have our cell phone with us or in our vicinity at all times. I mean, just to check an email account, check our email, to log into our accounts, you have to do the second verification thing, which is a hassle, and it's just not something that many of us want to do. But that's the standard now. It's mandatory. So many of these things are because of the technology, the way people are going to have the effects on their body. They're going to have strained necks, tech neck. Their right hand's probably stronger than their left. They're going to have the 90-degree elbow, the slouching back. But I don't know about the second eyelid or the oversized skull and smaller brain. Yeah, I see those as more fantasy. But yeah, these things are certainly something that we need to think about, and how man is developing himself in terms of dealing with technology, and he's going to pay for it with his body. And even headaches. You can have, if you find yourself with a lot of headaches, are you looking at the computer screen the majority of your day? Are you not taking a break? Are you not looking at the screen in intervals? They say it's good to look away from the screen and focus on an object on the other side of the room in order to strengthen your eyes, to have them refocus, rather than constantly looking at the computer screen. So many of these things are common sense, but we can fall into a type of spiral, and things can go down pretty quickly if we just are totally consumed with technology and devices.
We've created a representation of the work colleague of the future. We're calling Emma. What we've actually identified are danger areas around the office. The biggest culprit is increasingly the chair. In Britain, we spend 8 years of our entire lives sitting down, and that's having huge problems on our health. And unless we do something about it, it's going to change our entire appearance. Emma has a permanently bent back now because of the way she's been sitting at her workstation. The muscles in her legs are much weaker. She has varicose veins because of blood flow, which is not as good as it was. Her eyes are redder, again because of the quality of the air. She has more nose hair, more ear hair, she has a swollen nose. She's much more stressed, so therefore we'll see the stress-related eczema on her arms. And also Emma has kind of a sallow skin because she's been in artificial light for so many years. Workplace well-being and our sedentary lifestyles are having a major negative impact. If we're going to do anything about it, employers and employees both need to take some responsibility. We need to spend less time staring at a screen. We need to take more regular breaks. We need to get up. We need to do less of what I'm doing now and more walking around. Employers can do a lot more in the workplace. If they can design buildings so that there are actually more spaces for people to take breaks in, if there are different types of desks, different types of workstations. We need to encourage more walk and talk meetings, but if we keep doing the same things, we could have problems as bad in the workplace as we thought we'd left behind in the last industrial revolution. It's too late for Emma. A lot of the problems she has are permanent, but employees who are working now can do a lot to improve their lives.